Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's boardzy, and I'm gonna get straight to it. This is a shocking video, and I'm not easily shocked. We have the Pulsar Superglide Mousepad, might be a world's first impressions on this, and the Lamzu Atlantis Mini, which again, I was gonna wait to do a full review on, but I just got it in hand. I'm like, wow, I need to talk about this mouse because it's really what we expected from Lamzu. They delivered in terms of shape, in terms of weight, just quality and button improvements compared to the original Atlantis. And I do think that the smaller shape is going to be a lot more popular for most hand sizes. But first, honestly, I do want to talk about the Superglide Glass Mousepad. First things first, it is not the exact same material as the Superglide Glass Skates. I do have some Superglides on the Viper Ultimate, and you see that they have like a very glossy finish to them, and the pad, it is just more frosted and has a similar feeling to a sky pad, honestly. Also, I say not to use glass on glass because it makes it scratch, but like, does have a pretty good glide for what it's worth. But the big thing with this is going to be the price. For this 490 by 420 size, it does come in at $95, and for the 420 by 330, it is $85. So it does make it the most affordable glass pad, as far as I know, compared to Skypad and Serapad, and it is absolutely premium. I did notice with the 49-gram Atlantis Mini that the initial friction is just stupidly low, and I did have to lower my sense, especially compared to something in the mid-70s like the Vaxi XE wireless, which a full review is coming soon on. But yeah, I did find the Superglide pad to be a really nice glass mouse pad in my initial testing. Another thing to mention is the base. As you can tell, it is really like seriously stuck on my desk. If I do like move it, I can get it off, and it is using, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it does literally stick to your desk. As you can see, you just set it down and it is completely stuck in there. It doesn't have the standard four corner skate model that a lot of glass pads do, and has been an issue with them. I did just realize they sent me a unit of the white 420 by 430 pad, so you guys can get an idea of what the base is like, what the packaging is like, and also the size difference. So yeah, this is the white pad. It's a lot less aggressive of a design compared to the Supreme-like design on the red one. You can get an idea of the size difference. There is a lot less vertical depth, so if you do play on a lower sense and make a lot of vertical movements, I could definitely see people running out of room vertically. But yeah, the main reason I pulled this pad out is to show that it comes with a film that you peel off and then you stick the base down on your desk. As I've shown, there's no problem with it re-sticking, but it does come with a film on the back. And yeah, I'll be testing both pads. I'll have a verdict on if this size is usable for like a standard medium sensitivity, which I do think it will be. But yeah, that's the $85 option. The red one is the $95 option. And yeah, I'm somebody who is not like completely pilled on glass pads where I believe that they're the only option. But if you are looking for a fast surface that in theory lasts forever and will not wear down, I do think they're a good option, especially when the glide is smooth and optimized well. Obviously, with the history of the standard Superglides, I'm going to be testing this, making sure that the surface holds up. It doesn't have any type of coating on it, which I don't think it does. But with glass pads, especially from Pulsar, you are going to want to see the long-term durability on it. And yeah, like I mentioned before, the surface is going to play similarly to a Skypad 3.0. I don't think it is the exact same thing, like a direct clone, but basically everything that's true with the Skypad seems to be true with the Pulsar Superglide pad. One thing that I've especially liked so far is that the surface seems good on your skin. Like, I am wearing a long sleeve, but it seems like a pad that you can use short sleeves with and your arm is not going to get stuck. Not a pad that requires a sleeve like the Serapad, at least so far. And yeah, basically nothing but positive things to say so far, assuming that you're going for the glass pad experience. If you are looking for a standard, more controlled pad, Pulsar actually did make two of those. I'm going to be reviewing them soon, but since the Superglide is a glass pad, I just wanted to talk about that first. So yeah, like I said before, full review on that is coming soon, probably around a week. And now we are going to talk about the star of the show, the Lamzu Atlantis Mini. Obviously, by now, everybody is familiar with the Lamzu Atlantis, the XM1 clone. With the XM2 Wii coming out, people are saying, should I even get the Lamzu Atlantis anymore? I don't know. Endgame does not seem to be sending me that unit with any urgency. So here we are talking about the Lamzu Atlantis Mini. In my opinion, this is another banger of a mouse by Lamzu. I was afraid that they were going to make the shape a bit too wide, but they really did not at all. Obviously, a mouse that this is going to compare very well to, and I was getting asked to make comparisons, is the Ninjutsu Sora, which I called an XM1 Mini, but honestly, these shapes feel totally different in hand. One thing you can notice is that the Atlantis Mini is a lot shorter and just feels like a smaller mouse in general, despite the fact that it does come in at like 51 grams, so like 2 grams heavier than the Sora on my scale. It just feels like a smaller, lighter, like easier mouse to move, and I don't know if that is just due to my hands working very well with the shape, but the Atlantis Mini, for both fingertip and claw grip, I think it's what a lot of people have been waiting for in terms of like XM1 Mini experience. And this is a mouse that is really just the full package out of the box. You can see the design of the shape very similar to an XM1, but obviously very scaled down. It is a good mini shape in my opinion compared to the standard size. If you have small to medium hands and even large hands, if you enjoy smaller mice, this is a banger compared to the Pulsar X2 Mini. It's a lot less flat on the sides, noticeably higher profile in hand, and noticeably lighter as well. And yeah, another thing they address that makes the mouse feel better is the stability on the bottom. One thing with the normal version of the Atlantis is it is pretty easy, especially on lower friction pads, to notice like the unevenness of the base and basically the fact that the skates just don't go out far enough. So what they did to address this is they just put 4 corner skates, which feel very good, extremely smooth, nearly silent on the glass mousepad, which just shows like they're solid PTFE skates. So it's nice to see that that's improved. I don't have any type of flexing or quality issues. The quality is once again very impressive. It does seem like they improved the side button travel, made them a bit snappier, removed a bit of the original post travel that I complained about. And the main switches are still Huano blue shell pink dots, but they switched to a version that has transparent shells, and they just feel like a bit snappier, a bit higher quality clicks than on the standard Atlantis. I don't know if you'll be able to hear a difference in the sound, probably not, but you can just take my word that it's a slightly sharper, more easy to spam click. And yeah, the scroll wheel is also different. I believe they switched to a TTC silver encoder, and it's a bit tighter of a scroll wheel feeling, not as loose. So it does feel like there are more steps in a sense, if that makes sense. No issues pressing scroll wheel click. It's definitely on the medium to heavy side. And that was definitely a lot of info for an initial impressions video, but this is a mouse that when I put it in my hand, I was like, okay, this is a special offering. It's one of the best small mice on the market, period. And I can say that after barely over a day of testing. The fact that this is available with a $33.95 for $90, you see my shaky Adderall hands, don't judge that. But yeah, the value, the in-hand feeling, really the weight, the quality, just everything about the Lamzu Atlantis Mini so far is extremely impressive, so stay tuned for the full review on that. They also did send me a version of the black Atlantis, the standard sized one, and the coating on this is unbelievable, because I asked them, I said I'd heard that they made an updated coating, and it's just a lot more rubbery. I don't understand why they don't have this coating on like every variant. Maybe it's only available in black, I don't know, but they definitely need to put that, because this is not a plasticky, like super slippery coating, but it definitely would be nicer if it was like this matte rubberized coating. So yeah, the black version is extremely clean for now. The only Atlantis Mini is this standard white colorway. But yeah, this is definitely a top tier shape in my opinion. Stay tuned for the full review for some more in-depth comparisons, but so far, so good. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this impromptu video. And yeah, peace.